Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay, funny stream time. Very funny stream indeed. Okay, cool. Eh. Dongrang Gaming. I gotta add him to the screen. Where is he? Where did I put him? There he is, okay. He's just so hungry. He just loves eating status effects. Who can blame him, really? The bell is really interesting. I feel like before recently, I don't think I'd ever noticed the bell before. I really hadn't looked very closely at Dongrang Who Denies All, I feel, up until, you know, this. Who Denies Leash, Fire Shift Pack. That is one of the things I want to test. I really want to see if he can steal that. I can show it off here, but... So the, I've made a little graphic to show what it is that I want to try testing out. Behold. The Dongrang eating status effects tier list. You can see here I've got some examples of what's already been tested, all that sort of thing. Of course, Wild Hunt can't be stolen. Borrow Time can be stolen but doesn't work. Penitence works normally, weirdly enough. And then, like, Clock Winding is weird because it doesn't stack with Tremor normally because it's not an amplitude conversion. And then we have Contempt Awe, which of course breaks the game, or Gaze of Contempt, which turns into Contempt of the Gaze and breaks the game. But yeah, that's the vague idea. I don't even know if all of them can be stolen, right? I've not tested any of these at all. I just looked through the statistics, chose the one that seemed funny, and I'm gonna try and get them to work. And that's how it should be, really. What is it saying? Yeah, I'll start a proper in a few minutes, as per usual. I think my connection should be better now. The Wi-Fi is working now. It should be working now. It's been working without a flaw up until now, so hopefully it stays that way. We'll have to see. Actually, let's take a look. Weird. Kind of want to get back into the habit of streaming more regularly, probably Saturdays. And I had the funny idea, what if I just stream myself testing all the weird Dongrang mechanic, and just see what we can get to happen with it. They can steal Unrelenting Storm. That is actually on my list of things I want to have. So here we have the list of... We've got an entire table of delectable delicacies set in front of Dongrang Who Denies All, and we're gonna see which of them he likes, which of them he dislikes, all that sort of thing, right? And that's the plan. This is just what I want to try out, right? These are ones that, if they can be stolen, and if they do work, it's really funny. It's gonna be a nightmare to get him to steal them, just because of how his stealing mechanic works. But if we can manage it, it would be really funny. For the king binds the ball time from steel. Yeah, it would be really funny. So we got before the king and binds. We've got Blooming Thorn. I just kind of chose this because I want to see if he can steal any of the unique hard blood type bits of the Blood Fiends, and I went with Blooming Thorn because if he steals at a high stack, he gets the funny spotlight, right? And I really want him to get the funny spotlight because I think that would be, well, funny. Because Blooming Thorn is weird because it's weird. He doesn't have his third are those neutral effects. I think those should be sealable. I don't, they're normal buffs, I'm pretty sure. They're buffs. But I don't think they do anything interesting on him. They might. Most of the interesting stuff from Nebulizer comes from, like, the passive on Faust, because Faust's actual Nebulizer just gives, like, a little bit of poise each turn. But with Nebulizer, you could probably stack a bunch of poise on him, theoretically. Nebulizer, or Ryoshi's Nebulizer, I think does nothing, because that's only at Pride Absres, and I do not think that works for normal enemies. So, I don't know. Could be an idea, though. That's one where it's easy enough to steal. Most of the ones listed here are going to be annoying to try and steal, right? Because most of the ones listed here are unique to identities with clashing defensive skills, so it's hard to do. You get a buff from the Dunyan, which is anyway, but you could try stealing magical or stands. I think trying to get some of the stuff from either Love and Hate Dawn or Sword Sharpened Tears of Rodion could be funny as well. There's a lot of really funny things we can try and get him to steal, right? Yeah, that's the rough idea. I'll start in a few minutes. 3 minutes, yeah. Wait till the clock strikes the hour for the maximum possible timing, I guess? I don't know. I do not know. There's probably some other things that could be funny. I feel like there's a decent amount of things that just straight up wouldn't do anything for Dongrang, and therefore we wouldn't know if they actually work or not because of the fact that they cannot be triggered. Like Erudition, he cannot discard anything. You could get rid of his Erudition by just hitting him, which is funny, but I guess you could stockpile. You could prevent him from losing Erudition by giving him Penitence, so he has the funny barrier. I don't know. There's a lot of ideas. Could try giving him Shimmering Blood Fiend just for the sake of... I don't know. Still full of the amount of plays I can also sort of home beneath Merceau. That could work, actually. That is true. Have him steal a bunch of things. Could be funny. Just try stacking as much poison on him as possible and let him crit us to death. He can steal a bunch of stuff, because I'm pretty sure if you let him kill his trees, he gets a bunch of buffs. I think just like one turn long buffs, right? Nothing super crazy, but... There's a lot of potential for this guy beyond just the fact he can soft lock the game. Next stage, impact to like change your dynamic use and bosses left hand. Yeah, I don't know, because the thing about Pack Tula, which makes me not super like intrigued to learn more, is that we've seen both Stage 1 and Stage 2, and the only difference of Stage 2 is the status effect is a different name, saying Stage 2 instead of Stage 1, and gives them like a 15% damage buff or something. What if he steals Tarnished Blood? That's one of the ones I want to test out, yeah. Totally only gives unit equip our damage, yeah. Could be funny. I'm curious about like the other swordplay of the Homelands, because I actually don't know this, because enemy skills are classified as either Skill 1, Skill 2, or Skill 3s. You can tell based on the borders, but I don't know if that would work for stuff like Sword of the Homeland, right? I don't know. A lot of potential. In general, like, most things you think are buffs are buffs. Most things you think are debuffs are debuffs. And then the neutrals are... There's some weird stuff for neutrals. Like, Blubber Bubble is a neutral. I think, like, anything that's ammo related is neutral, discard is neutral, shield management through blubber bubble is neutral. It's the only shield management effect in the game, so we can't like have anything to like compare that to. But yeah, all the ammos are neutrals. Assist defense, assist attack, you can't really steal, it doesn't work like that. How does Tears work again? Basic gimmick is you play normally with it. It makes it so his Honglu's leftmost skill slot becomes all unbreakables, so that you can actually, So there is actually some benefits to being hit, because you can just still get away with unbreakables, but after a certain amount of turns, you gain the actual Tarnished Blood status effect, which makes it so you start taking, like, 20% of your damage each turn, or 20% of the HP damage each turn, and it, like, scales up. It's a little low. I turned it down the other day. I have not done my dailies. Whatever, I'll deal with those later. I did make sure to get up to... So it's funny, I've actually had to get up to, Dongrang all twice, because I did it once in order to actually get the clips for the video. And then I had to do it again because I quit out of the dungeon in order to use Lord Honglu in the Kanto 8 dungeon, because I wanted to see... Because I had a theory about Lord Honglu, and about how something probably doesn't work exactly as intended. I think I have a screenshot of what it was. Yeah, it's this. Because Lord of Honglu does this in the dungeon, where he gains the Jia family tag despite it being crossed out. Can you steal life and nothing of Lord Honglu? I don't know. A lot of potential stuff, that's for sure. And a big issue is you need to... Don't worry about this team. This is... I'm cooking something, okay? Something. What it is I'm cooking, who can say? But a big issue with trying to do anything Dongrang denies all is you need the person who has Sazak to be hit by Dongrang. However, he always targets his allies and won't target your guys, even though some of his attacks say they target randomly, but they only target allies, even though they don't say that they only attack allies. Some of them do say that, but whatever. And, of course, at level 55, Mur is not going to be, losing with anything against Dongrang. So the strategy is that we try and same turn stagger him with Fellbullet Yisong and hope that works, I guess. That's the rough idea. Let's not start out with you, though. Let's do Lord Honglu antics first. He's probably easier to do. With the main issue with this guy is he unstaggers himself after one turn. Issue with this idea since the inheritance, because we also try to steal the assist buff that Ziyech and Ishmael gives with giant stuff. Yeah, that one probably works as normal. Unfortunately, none of the retreats are from a status effect directly. They're all from, like, neutral keywords, so you can't have, like, an enemy retreat or something like that. As funny as something like that would be. If Dongrang Unbreakables now, it might work. I think Lord Hong is the best way to start it out. We'll have Fell Bullet. What else do we want to do? We want to have at least one. If these guys probably like C Rodion or something. Yeah, let's throw on C Rodion. Spam Sco's wall to make it easier for me to stagger maybe. Oh, that's a good point, actually. I didn't think about that. Okay, I'll keep that on the back burner. We'll start out with Lord Honglu gimmicks. Backup unit is another tree, true. He just substitutes out for a tree. It ends up being one of the trees from, like, Farm Watch, though, so it just breaks the game. What else do we do? We could just send 3 people so we get more skill slots for those 3. I don't know how much that actively helps. Serpent Arm is neutral. I'm not trying to have Serpent Arm stolen. I want a random high show because I want Honglu to skill 3 in order to give them Unrelenting Storm, because Unrelenting Storm can be stolen. Right? And I want that. Is Serpent Arm neutral? Is it really? No, Serpent Arm's a buff. I don't think I need to have it stolen, though. It's one that doesn't seem like it would be super weird. I mainly want to try out the ones that have weird effects to see if they break the game at all. Yeah, we'll send these 4. Sure. No idea if this will work, like, at all.
이게 옳은 선택일까?
I assume I've got the ego equivalent. It would be weird if not to. Let's see. Oh yeah, I gotta skip this. We're gonna be stuck with this. CG is the loading screen. Candidate for is also that you're way over level. Yep. We'll see how it goes. Indeed. It's a lot easier than trying to do it in Mirror Dungeon, though, because if you're trying to do it in Mirror Dungeon, then well, you only get one team to do it. You can't keep on changing up teams to mess with stuff. Okay. Oh, that's fine. We've got enemy. Hyperweight you selling? Yeah. He looks silly. He's like vaguely tremory, but only like a single burst, or it might be like multiple bursts on like the final coin of Skill 3. But curious to see how that's gonna be. I guess we'll see on Monday. We can kind of just do whatever first phase. I really don't know why I went through this with an awful Sin spread. It's fine, as long as we don't finish the fight, we can just make use of Suburbia to get the egos we want going, but I really threw by doing that, didn't I? Whatever. We get the 1 MV we need for Tears of Tarnished Blood, from Mariachi Sinclair, so that'll work. Big issue that's gonna happen almost no matter what with Honglu is the poise, right? Maybe we just don't have Honglu clash at all, because we want to minimize the amount of buffs Honglu has that isn't the funny one. This team segment tuning target again just for ego resources. Hopefully it doesn't come to that. We can hope. Okay, let's try and play this smartly. Let's just not have him clash, right? Or not him use anything. If he uses this, he didn't gain poise combat star from this, right? I don't think so. Backup units. There's no backup units, so this does nothing. Right. Yeah, okay. That's fine. And as long as we don't use it... I mean, we could use it, and it's fine. Think about Wrath and the Wrath Slate should Heisha team. I'm almost certain he'll have Wrath, yeah. Okay, we don't pop that yet. Actually, we should have Honglu just pop. Is it early to pop this? It's probably fine. Using crits doing better piece in the place with answer. Yeah. That's true. We'll have him do that. Can you crit on Tears of the Tarnished Blood? I guess you should be able to, right? There's no reason why you couldn't. Skill's not hit an enemy, but like, does it care? That's funny. You don't need to pop that. We need to have one of his skills go through if we want to try that. There's just so much to manage in getting this to work, and I'm probably going to mess up horribly. We get some Torn Memory from that, which is nice. We'll want to be high Torn Memory so we can shoot Honglu. Me when I have to shoot Honglu because I'm bored. This guy's accepting his deserved punishment. You can proclaim a recall or rely upon Honglu, so which is very silly. Huh! That is actually pretty convenient. Okay, you lose some HP, that's fine. Ew. Sinclair is throwing. Never mind, he's the GOAT. This is why Mariachi Sinclair is like top 5 IDs of all time. Believe me. On crit game with torn memory, that might happen. You don't have a skill 3 and you're not getting a skill 3 anytime soon, are you? You boys count, yeah. Skill 2 could be poison count negative depending on how he rolls. Yeah, just pop that sort of stuff. We don't want to do too much damage to him too quickly, I suppose, but also it's probably fine. We can stall somewhat, right? You refers to Dongrang and spread up the status feeling. Don't worry. It's not a major mechanic whatsoever. I feel like most people never make use of, like, his status stealing is, like, such a weird minor afterthought that, like, that's to be expected, it feels. Dongrang manifest Shin. We'll figure it out. I want to test it out eventually. He's staggered right now. Cool. We don't really need to use that. Okay, we're going to be forced to using skill 3 next turn. He's Pierce neutral, but oh, the changes their Pierce weakness anyways, so that's fine. He hasn't skill, whatever. Okay. That's a bit of an issue. The offense level up might get stolen. Well, I mean, it's something we just kind of got to live with, unfortunately. Just gotta live with it. This is fine. 7 turn memory. Gaming. He should go into next phase this turn. I assume we'll do enough damage for that, yeah. Oh yeah, we hit it. Cool. Now he's hungry. Alright, let's see. He's got Flower Bearing Wood, Tarnished Blood, Leash Holder of All High Show, and Offense Level Up. So if Honglu gets hit right now, it's a 75% chance to hit a funny status effect, right? You could answer my High Show packs, Yeah, like, these ones say random unit, but I've only ever seen them target friendly units, too. So I assume it means randomly friendly unit as well. I don't know. Right, I forgot you're slow, so you're never going to be able to redirect anything. We love Mariachi Sinclair. 2 to 3 speed range. Tied with base Mercer for worst speed in the range. Gonna let hit twice, technically too. Yeah. That's the plan, so it should be good enough. Do we double up just to be character, just to make sure? Should be able to, right? And then you just clash away the other ones, right? Those two. Just so he doesn't use... is that an issue? It shouldn't be. Yeah, no, he's not going to get staggered. Okay, cool. Okay, I had to make sure that wasn't an issue. Its own nut resonance. She's trying to power... Oh, wait, we get rid of it. Oh, no, I forgot about that. Sorry, Honglu. Me when I have to shoot my Honglu because I'm bored. There's the stagger. Okay. Wait, we're not going to kill him, are we? Oh, wait, we can't. I almost forgot we had Tears of Tarnished Blood active. We can't kill him. Okay, cool. He didn't even get brought down that low anyways. Let's see how this goes. Blocked. Locked. She has Lord's Guard, but it's not doing anything for her. Okay. What did he hit? Oh, he stole the offense level up. Okay, this second one's guaranteed to be goated then. What does he steal? It doesn't look like he stole anything. Don't tell me all those can't be stolen. Or did it hit a buff that can't... Or I guess no, it probably hit a buff that can't be stolen. Issue is we don't know which one can't be stolen of those three. The other two still could be. A lot of damage, jeez. I mean, it's to be expected. Wait, did...
갑자기 확 돌아갔네? 솔직하게 말해서 한 번에 이렇게 강한 공격을 할 줄은 모르고 아주 옛날에 만든 기계를 가지고 왔거든. 뭐 정확한 수치는 몰라도 아무튼 대단한 공격을 성공한 거네.
Okay.
자부심을
Well,
가져도
let's see.
좋겠어.
Part 2 of my plan. Let's try seeing if Unrunning Storm can be stolen. Luckily, we can kind of stall against these guys really well for a while. Or at least, kind of. He's gonna kill some. If we have him double up one, though... Yeah, okay, if we can just do that. That works. I don't know why they gave this guy a power counter. Very random. They just kind of give anything power counters these days, right? It's just kind of how it goes. Oh wait, that's not what I did that one. So you're gonna kill that one, sure. We'll prevent those from going through. We do this... And then... I mean, then what, right? Because we need to let her get hit. It's like a big puzzle fight, but the puzzle is we need Rodion to get whacked. And that's awkward to do when this guy's still alive. We could shoot Yisong. Because I'm bored. I assume you resist Pierce. No, you're neutral. I guess no, you resist Slash. Makes sense. And that stuff might get stolen too. Tragic. Yeah, it's Serpent Arm. We need to kill Yisong, but like he's really hard to kill, unfortunately. Problem is I can't kill my allies. I just really need to kill them, right? And they're not complying. This will get him at least a little lower. Not great, but like it's something. Yeah, and anything that brings him to his revive. Okay, yeah. Unbreakable moment. Whatever. Dongrang, you know, he's enjoying his 6th offense level up he got from Honglu. That's nice, at least. Okay. Oh, right. Unfocused volley. I don't think it hit Dongrang much at all. This is so fun, comically overkill. Okay, well, she's got that now. If we wait long enough, I guess. Can you theoretically, like, Actually, what if we ruin your sanity on purpose? I mean... That doesn't do much. Pursuance, attack weight, if we just do it right, it doesn't matter, though, yeah. Okay, let's try ruining your sanity, because if you roll low and Dongrang rolls really high, it's possible. Is Torn Memory in your status? Is it? I might be... Yeah, it is. I think his other funny status effect is a positive buff, right? The weird one he has. Yeah, Fell Bullet. Theoretically, this one can be stolen. But, like, it does nothing because Torn Memory can be stolen. Overrock something for terrible flash power. Yeah. Let's see. Oh wait, we can try an Indigen's Trial. That actually might be good. Because it's a multi-coin, so it doesn't clash particularly well. I assume this is still more than enough, though, right? But if we corrode it, it's an 8+8 still, but like more sandy loss. So like, oh right, we can't actually target with that. And that's sanity over time, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, if we corrode Pursuance. Do we just let Honglu get hit more or something? Doesn't really work that well at this point, does it? So hard to get stuff stolen. Against, oh, the second slot. Yeah, you're right. That could... Oh, whoops. That could do something. What's the targeting like this for? It's still nothing. Okay. We can stall then. We can stall. Not forever. Actually, what happens if we let him kill the trees? Wait, does he start attacking us with them then? Still not good for us, admittedly. We could let him kill the trees, though. That's possibly beneficial, right? It's worth a try. Because he kills all the trees, then he has to hit us. And then we don't need to do a lot of these annoying redirection stuff. Okay. Dongrang, feast. He's gonna get all the debuffs, though. Which means he's not gonna, like, do particularly good damage or anything like that. Okay, he's just going all in for that one now. I don't know why I didn't think of letting the tree die. Actually, I assume that works somewhat. There is still issues, admittedly, because Rodian's still gonna attack, but, like, we can just have her attack with a different slot and that sort of thing.
어이쿠, 너희가 결국 저 녀석을 완전히 정지시켜버렸어.
Just stall. We just gotta stall.
가끔은 이런 나의 것의 물리법칙을 보는 것도 즐거움이야. 아무래도 책상에서 이것저것 발명만 하던 나는
Okay, yeah, okay, cool.
아니, 많이 찾아봤으니까
You'll need to pop these just randomly so you don't have that on hand, but we do that and then we just have everyone else just deal with these other ones. And that should be good. It's a different skill. I just noticed. So does he stop using the skill in this phase? Is that the issue? It might be. I didn't check the wiki. Yeah. So he only uses It's All Empty once all the trees die. Okay. That is not an option then. We need to not have Mariachi Sinclair, because a funny idea? No.
그 반전을 말씀하신 게 아닌 걸까요?
I do want to try again though, but like... Let's see... Checkpoint... Main FC Greg there. Just more of like those... More of that just to block, right? That sort of thing. Maybe one of the new... Actually, did the... I don't remember from the trailer. Did it look like either of the new high show have clashable defensive skills? I'd assume so, because that's like the gimmick, but I don't remember for sure if it showed for, right? Because if it's clashable, they'd show it off. If it was non-clashable, they just wouldn't bother showing it off, and I don't remember seeing it, but I don't really, like, analyze trailers super heavy. Could be really funny if they do have bits like that. Let's try, you know what, let's try the funny mirror gimmick. Screw this wallop, make him super weak, fell bullet, yep. Is he too weak if we screw this wallop too much? Yeah, I should have clashable evades. Would be funny. I think power evades could work logically. What was the other part of my plan here? Let's see. We've got you. We'll have you to, like, on defense duty. Let's screw this wall up. Sure, send it. And just do something like this and hope for the best. Yeah. Yeah, it should work. Maybe. You need to build up your funny torn memories. Actually, is your counter faster on crit gain? You gain a bunch on crit, right? But your counter is guaranteed to, so that's probably better. Yeah, and it's guaranteed to win. Cool. We'll need to, let's see, we'll need to manage your target around, because we want to steal Shin, which means we need this, right? I can give you defensive skills, spends all his Tiger Mark rounds. Would he possibly use the Durante power to equalize? Yeah, he'd clash better, but it wouldn't be... I don't know if it's enough of a difference. It'll bring everyone to 45. Yeah, everyone's 65 here. You're okay, a little under 45, like 44 or something, depending on how it rounds, I guess. Would bring everyone to roughly that level, but I don't know if that would be enough of a difference, right? Because we're still going to clash really well with like basically everything. We could have you just try and... you need to spend your ammo, don't you? Let's see, because if we do this, he spends 3. I'm spends 3 in that, okay. We need to spend a certain amount in total, don't we? Yeah, I mean, if we have a skill 3 immediately, we could just send it. I guess that's decent. Oh, you're... that's an issue. I just raised... We need to let him get hit a little bit. We need to... So much to do here, geez. We need some envy for surgery. Okay, you have envy skill 1. So that could work, that could work. Running Spirit isn't stealable. It might seem... Everything funny might be unstealable. I don't know. So, someone in the comments of the video told me that how it works is basically status effects have like kind of like a checkbox to choose whether or not they're removable, right? Yeah, so it's like, and that's why Wild Hunt can't be stolen, right? Even though it's a buff, it's marked as unremovable, so you can't get rid of it with stuff like, say, Merso Regret. Because that does purge that effect. Merso Regret, DHA Rodion, and Gross Hammer Merso all have ways of purging debuffs. I think there's something else, right? Is there like a Faust thing that purges debuffs? What else purges debuffs? Let's see. I should be able to check that easily enough. By just like, let's see, what's the wording? Remove debuffs. Remove negative effects? If I look up remove, what happens? Do I get any idea? Not really. I don't think it matters too much. That was me. Oh, were you the one who left the comment? Shh. Yep, you sure were. Okay. Oh, it's the same profile picture. It's different. It says it uses the @ there instead of that. Okay. Yeah. So how do you what's a way for is there an easy way to check what status effects do and don't have that setting? You can do bench your team enemy and 13 because the clash of that. I think that's kind of par for the course for most teams. Like, often it gets to the point where only the people who are getting the buffs from, like, the funny rocks can do much without egos, and even egos kind of fall behind. Lost in thought. Okay. Let's try and get this to work more anyways. He needs to spend a bunch of ammo, so he's gonna need to cycle a bunch anyways. Just pop it. Maybe one side so he didn't get standard. Try playing choice YouTube field. Did you try replying? I didn't get it. Oh, did you send links? Let me see if I can grab that anyways. If I go into like comments, can I get the ones that were blocked? I don't know if I can. YouTube's weird. Comments. Let's see. Held. Yeah, YouTube just doesn't let it go through. Can you pass and press and pass stealable? Could be. Let's see. If you want to send me the... If you want to send the link, you can... Let me grab the... I'll grab the Discord invite. If you want to send the link that you have, you can send it in the server, and that should go through, right? Just send it in like the Ruin or in the Limbus channel or something. I said Ruin, God. Just send this in the meantime. Okay. The triple tails. Oh, okay. No. 2 tails and then heads. That's 3 ammo spent. That's something. Soda time. It's kind of like the ego, isn't it? Wow, it's like well cheers. Well, we we don't do that new yet, no. You can't do any of these? Nope. Okay, cool. Whatever. Oh, we're actually kind of partially losing the hair. Sure, it took all tails and it was on a skill 1, but like we could have theoretically lost that clash. It's crazy. So, big issue I realized with trying to steal Shin anyways is that whenever he gets Shin, he gets a stupid amount of speed, doesn't he? Because it's... Yeah, +3 to min and max speed. He gets he's got a 7 to 9 speed range, which means Yisan can't outspeed him. The only hope is that they both get 7s and that you can, like, do that. Oh, cool. Another Tangle Cleaver. More... Waiter, more ammo spending, please. Okay, that's 6 ammo spent, so we're close to getting to Shin range. Western test Dongrang, yeah. We're trying to see just how funny he can get, and so far the answer is a lot of the real funny status effects seem like they don't work. Okay, there's Savage type mark rounds. Okay, well we just stole this turn. The good thing is he doesn't have other buffs, so that's... Yeah, we need to skill 1 with the EU so we can get the surgery going. We need to perform surgery on Murso. Because it's funny. Can Dongrang get ammo? No. But every single ammo status effect is a neutral, so it can't be stolen. Dongrang can only steal positives. Hey, you're getting ready to shoot an ally. Not yet, not yet. We wait. Hold the line. Okay, let's pop a screwless ball up here. Oh, we hit... That's fine. We kind of need to deal with her anyways if we want to get Fell Bullet. I idea to steal enemy buffs. An idea that could steal enemy buffs probably wouldn't happen. But I could see, I mean, they could do a bit where, like, oh yeah, steal targets poise or something, and then just really bullies certain enemies. Because there are, I mean, So, I think specifically Railway 2 Centipede was able to steal charge, right? I used to be able to steal certain buff content without reissuing itself like the game. He still can. No, that hasn't been patched out. That's why I'm testing this. It's an unpatched bug. Yeah, like no one has talked about it other than like a little bit. Do we let it? Actually, let's. What if we hit Yi-Sung? Or let's see if we can hit him. No, it's going. Is it? No. Doesn't have any targeting like rules. It's just being mean to be mean. Negative envy, my favorite. Am I getting the next phase this turn? Yeah, seems like it. Okay. You're trying to block. I won't let you. Whackage incoming. It's funny, right? And that's 2 surgery, so now you're... Yeah, 142 HP. You just took a bunch of damage, though, so you're... I didn't consider the fact that because she's taking a bunch of damage, it means she's lower again, so it kind of defeats part of the purpose. Whatever. We're fine. Weeball. Looks like next turn should be decent. We'll manage to get Shin active next turn. And that should be good. You've got haste. Oh, this, surgery gives haste, though. That's bad. That's something else that could be stolen, isn't it? Well, let's see. We need to savage you. It's how cruel it is savaging that, of all things. I'll pop some of these just so we get more envy, so we could do it again if we wanted to. We shouldn't do it again. We don't want him to die, because we need him to get hit. You know, we don't need more envy. What am I saying? We're fine. Let's see. Okay, no, we can pop that on you. We can pop that on you. This should be decent. Yeah, now he's even faster, though. That's not good. It's really not good for what I'm trying to accomplish. Skill sense, final and gains attack weight. Yeah. Send a DM. Alright. Sasha displays info assessing removal or not. Okay. I'll check that in a minute. Yeah, you're thwacking. I'll try seeing if I can get this before my heart gets broken and I learn that Shin can't be stolen anyways. I want to see if I can at least work it out. Oh, jeez. Huh? Thank you for the 20 gift memberships, Brian Tan. That's a lot. Jeez. It's... It seems to be causing issues because of how many it is. There's not enough people in the chat to get all the gift memberships. Oh, wow. Huh. That is very appreciated. Jeez. Does the rest go through, even? It looks like YouTube's not even able to process that. Okay, membership for one Supreme Crunch Wrap. Wowie. That's a lot of Supreme Crunch Wrap. Where did all the memberships go? Jeez. Okay, can I look at that somewhere? Let's see. I'm curious. Jeez, yeah, I don't know what to say. I've been quite distracted by that. Yeah, thank you so much. Let's see. Okay. Looking at this... So, even if he's in second, does he get rid of the stagger even if he's already in this phase? Memberships have not given out money will go back to your account given time. Oh, okay, that's good to know. Well, thank you anyways. That's still, what, like 8 gift memberships? That's a lot. So if he gets staggered now, it should be fine, right? That seems to be what I'm getting as the general thing here, right? Oh, it's going for you, right? Right. Okay, I need to not do that yet. Okay, we gotta stall a little bit longer. A little bit more stall ball. Because we need to pop a non-corroded Screw Loose Wallop now, I think? Oh, I shouldn't. Whatever. Because that should be enough to get you below Rodion. Either that or heal Rodion up, but we don't have a good way of doing that. Because, Pursuance doesn't heal herself. Let's bring him to that. Okay, that should be good. And then just a single one of these next turn should be fine. Would that still kill? It might kill him if he's that low, though. Decisions. Decisions. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm a little worried we're gonna kill Merso a little too easily. Maybe we use a Fell Bullet Ego instead would be fine? Because Fell Bullet Ego should do less damage because it won't make him fatal, right? Logically speaking? If assuming my logic is correct, which I'm not fully certain. I'll take a look. I'll try and calculate it out a bit, right? Okay, block this. I don't really want to have to kill Rodion because she's the one stalling Dongrang. And we kind of need to keep him stalled for at least a bit. Okay, 95, yeah, so now he should be targeted. So if we do this, it's... So if we try this, it says it'll do... it says it won't do that much, but, like, let's look through this, right? It'll be an 11... It'll gain a bunch of coin power. It'll be, yeah. It'll be a 15... More damage, more damage. It's a lot of damage. He's at 95. Does it do 95 to him? Probably. But if we compare it to Fell Bullet Ego... Don't overclock that, just normal. Fell Bullet Ego... Let's see. It's an 18, so it's a high roll, but I think it gets a lot lower. Do plus damage for every turn. Oh, no, this does so much more damage, doesn't it? But the Pierce Fatal... Yeah, he resists Pierce. I think this is the play, because he resists Pierce, so he should be... What's his Sin resistances? He resists Pride. He resists Pride, he resists Pierce. He shouldn't die to Fell Bullet. He really shouldn't die to Fell Bullet. Right? That seems to be, like, what I'm getting at here. And he should be staggered, and everything should be hunky-dory. Right? Don't throw here! That's crazy. He actually lost a Clash of Dongrang. That's thanks to the sanity loss from the Screwless Walloping. God. How do you manage that? 26, that's high. It's double resisted? He gets a bunch of damage buffs, but it's double resisted, and I'm hoping that evens it out. 34, okay, yeah, easily. Okay. And because he's already in second form, Merso shouldn't recover from stagger, right? That seems to be what I was getting from that part. I think. Okay. Yes, yes, okay. We can't, I didn't think this through at all, did I?
나 이거 잠깐 수리 좀 해야 할 것 같은데. 아, 이 옷에는 드라이버를 안 가지고 다녔네.
Doesn't work, does it? That's tragic. Because now it's not gonna go for him now. But we did see Merso can lose clashes because he's low sanity, right? So we could try... Oh, what are you doing? We let him kill trees? If Merso is like in place 5 by next turn, she plus fast ID incursion. Ooh. That's a good call. Yeah, the Rosie Desires have funny speed targeting, right? Ishmael's targets fastest speed and Hungry's targets lowest speed. Get him to 0 ammo, yeah. We're gonna need to let him kill some trees here, I think, or at least thwack him a bit. Overheat for the Clash Power down. Okay. This is still doable, then. This is still doable. I assume it's a debuff, too, yeah. I'm looking at all the wrong things. It's in the passives. It's here. It's a buff? Well, this part doesn't affect, right? Game protect. Yeah. Okay. This should work, then. We let him kill, or we let him attack this tree, and he's gonna take one of the debuffs, isn't he? Then I guess we don't need to let him kill any trees now. Yeah, we don't. That's fine enough. Okay. We're losing clashes left and right now. This guy's a force to be reckoned with. Okay. Let's see. We need to get him a skill 3. Yeah. That'll take a little bit. Probably don't do too much damage to Dongrang in the meantime. We'll see. Oh, no, we don't need a skill 3 right. This does it. I keep on thinking about how Sinclair only spends rounds in his skill 3 right. He stole... Oh, he stole Serpent Arm! Look at that! Which means he'll... Oh, he stole... Did he steal next turn? I guess... Yeah, it didn't count as him having it at turn end. Why didn't he gain poise from it, actually? Wait, does he not gain poise from Serpent Arm? Because logically speaking, if he stole it last turn, he would... It's a this turn... No, he gains it next turn. Right, right. Yeah, so he hasn't had it for a turn yet. So yeah, no, it still probably works. I'm misreading that. Get the debuff on you. Will Dongrang kill you? I'm gonna hope not, and just live my life. Oh right, he gets an attack weight here, because it's the last round spent. But now he gets overheat, so he gets a bunch of debuffs. We can also Chesed's Mercy for further funny debuffing. He gets protection over... Right, he does, yeah. And he's got some protection from surgery anyways, because that's like protection equal to how many of his, right? So he should be fine. Strongest Dongrang, yeah. This is what Farm Watch would have looked like if we got him as an ID. Okay, so yeah, now protection, he gets a bunch of debuffs. Issue is he's got a bunch of buffs, but we can just kind of have him keep on... Yeah, he's got overheat now, which means... How much ammo have we spent? Cumulative 15. So which means that he's losing 8 clash power. Or it's base attack, so it's okay, so we don't have him defend. We have him like skill 1 and stuff. Yeah, hopeless. Okay, cool. Do the 2 coiners because they do less damage overall. Alright. This is the strat. Unfortunately the music is messed up because he used Chisette's Mercy, but you know, that's how it goes. He's got a couple buffs, but we can just have him keep on. He's got, I think this counts as 4, right? Because surgery is neutral, ammo's neutral. He's got haste, protection, overheat, and unrelenting spirit. Let's see. Moment of truth. What did he take? He took the protection. Okay. Yeah. Okay. He might steal the protection. Oh no, we win. It's a skill too, so we won those. Alright. Don't do too much damage now. Okay, we are being killed by him a wee bit. Okay, we get the protection back next turn though, right? Logically. Ah, you're taking so much damage. We need to just have Yisan clash some stuff next turn. Rodion's not doing too well. Dongrang is a menace. He's got 8 protection now. He's still 37. 40. Okay. Alright. He's gaming, to put it lightly. You guys stick her on the Discord? I should. Numbers. This is stupid. Okay, maybe we let him get hit once here. Do we have the stuff? We have the stuff to Pursuance, right? Okay, we could stall. If we stall, we'll run out of Chisette's Mercy. But that's fine. Like, surely, even without Chisette's Mercy, we lose these. Do we let 1 go through, maybe? We've got 5 protection. We should be fine to let 1 go through, but I don't think we can risk 2. Oh, wrong one. There we go. And we'll, like, Pursuance the next turn or something just to make sure we can get some healing. Because you don't have anything for healing? Yeah. I'm just making sure I'm not throwing. And we're HP now. Oh! Wait, he got healed. What healed? I didn't even see what healed him, huh? Oh, it's because we had 20 rounds spent. Or no? No. Any more protection based on missing HP. I literally did not see what healed him. Okay, well, big leathers go through then. Okay. Nope. We're winning these. Stop winning! He's getting his sanity up now! No! His sanity's up now! God. And yeah, this does a bit. Chisette's Mercy is almost running out, unfortunately. We do no damage this turn, at least. K-Corp. Oh, it's the K-Corp amp. You're right. Started turn out 100% HP heal, 100% max 1 true. You're right. I forgot about that. He doesn't have the protection now, right? So his odds are better on that front, but like this still wins. We should go for the 3-coiner, that's right. We could throw a Capote out there just for sanity loss. I kind of want to like just go as far as I can this turn though. Yeah. Because this is kind of our best chance turn, right? We're gonna assume you're not gonna die. Wide assumption, I know. But like, do you still lose Clash Power on this? We need to Capote. Yeah, we need to Capote, I think. It just makes too much sense to not Capote a wee bit. Just to waste some sanity, that sort of thing. Okay. What does he steal? He stole the power-up. Yeah. Well, we Capote, we lose some sanity here. If we lose enough I did not see the tree for a second. I was like, wait, where'd it go? It just blended in well. We run out of Jased's Mercy now, but I think that's fine. Oh god. So the Hastings is on. Oh, it's on 3rd coin for that one. Right. For gore. Okay, let's see. Well, Dongrang is gonna get staggered in a second here. Should we just let him get staggered while I Capote again? Yeah. Hit this thing more. We can't redirect. Oh no. We're out of Durante. Oh no. Merso, you need to redirect these. He's gonna get some... Actually, this is fine. We let him kill 2 trees. He'll get a bunch of buffs, but that's good. We let him kill the trees. Trees are not friends. We have you defend, though, because we don't want you bleeding death. 5 sanity now? That's low. Hello. Fishy. Bunch of buffs, that's fine, it happens. Yeah, you got staggered there, right. He gets some debuffs, that's fine. It's only 1. Yeah. So this turn, we can just stall. We can just wait our turn, right? Slow and steady. Actually, still Yisong's poise stack. That would be funny. That would be really funny. However, I don't think he can land a hit on Yisong. I just don't think so. It's still a really strong poise stack, though, that's for sure. The serpent arm was helping out for a little bit. 3 buffs, we've got skill 1s, it's struggling. We let both those go through, and then we just have you clash the other 2. In the meantime, we should just do this with you, yeah. Okay. This one's on the 3rd coin, I gotta remember that. Please? Okay. So it's not this coin, it's this next coin. What'd he steal? The haste, okay. He stole the haste again, that's fine. It's only so many times you can steal haste. Okay, moment of truth. He stole the protection. Okay. What if he steals a K-Corp Ampule stack? K-Corp Ampules are neutral, I think, right? I don't think they're buffs, so I don't think you can steal them. Okay, let's see. We need to be careful with him stealing haste, though, because it results in situations where we can't clash nearly as much as I wish we could. Because we can't let him run out of trees, because that would be game ruining, right? This wins, doesn't it? Yeah, Skill 2 wins too, I think. Probably. I think we just need to gamble it, though. We can't really afford to let the trees go down. We can let one more go down. Overheat is positive. Yeah, overheat is positive. Despite it having a pretty big debuff, it is positive because it's honestly kind of random. But even if Dongrang steals it, he doesn't get the debuff because he hasn't spent any rounds because he can't steal the ammo, right? You're a little low. Yeah, we need to be careful about that. That's favored when it says it like that. Yeah, okay. Just power counter that. We're so deep in at this point, right? We gotta make this work. We gotta let Dongrang get Shin. Please. Ah! That's fine. Is he gonna go into third form? Does he change? He still steals status effect in third form, right? Should spend at least one round. Wait, did he get rounds back? Oh no! Okay, she's fine. No, he's out of ammo. He's got his funny. Your sanity's a little high for my liking, so we'll throw out a random Capote again. This is a turn where we can manage that. I do think... Serpent arm stack. Oh no, he's gonna run out of poise! No, not the 50 poise stack on Dongrang who denies all. This is heartbreaking. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do to save it, is there, really? Because it's going to run out, and he's not going to gain any this turn, unless... It could work. It could work, theoretically speaking. That's favored. Yeah, you need to lose sanity. You need to lose sanity. Don't do too much damage now. Whoops. Something like that, Metroburg. Okay. We're capoting. We're just gonna pop that. Lose more sanity, right? See if it tracks the rounds on Dongrang? That's true, yeah. It's possible it works like that weirdly or something. Unfortunately, it's really hard to save the ammo this long because we need him to be out of ammo so he gets the debuffs. But that is a potential funny. Oh, we get the funny Wrath power up next turn. We can't do funnies next turn then. Observe random pause effect that it's removable. So are you saying Dongrang prioritizes ones that are removable? That means as long as there's one removal status effect, he'll always go for that one over the ones that aren't removable? So he won't try to steal buffs he can't steal. Okay. So there's a good chance that, like, there's nothing we can do at this point. Good to know. Let's stall a turn. Overheat is removable? Is that so? Interesting. Then we just got to keep on stalling. Keep on stalling, right? What happens in Dongrang's third phase, even? There's not an HP threshold for third phase, so I'm not super familiar. You can remove overheat by gaining ammo. That's true, actually. If a status effect can be removed on its own, then doesn't that inherently make it so it's removable, or is the removal tag only for, like, generic removes? Bentley and Gregor Sun goes to slot 1 piece of be. Ooh, that's a good point, yeah. Those passes would be really useful right now. Triple slot merit, yeah. That's probably reasonable. I'm really trying hard to stall. Stall for this turn, and then next turn we try getting Merceau to be hit a bunch again. See how that goes. -7's probably low enough. I don't really think we need to keep on going further down at that point. And I'd rather just make sure we lose the buff so next turn we've got better odds. Okay. That's probably fine. She resists thanks to the funny defense gimmick, right? I really didn't think that much when choosing the team here. I really only had Rodion because I wanted a clashable guard, and it was a holdover from trying Lord Honglu last fight. Okay. This is the time, I think? Will he die? Maybe. Do we do the 2 coiners for safety? Maybe. I think we should. There's a better chance we win them, but that's probably fine. I'm actually going to Pursuance with you here, just to... as a precautionary measure, right? Ah! Tragic. He's just too goated, unfortunately. He's just too goated. Keeps on winning clashes when I really want him to die horribly. Well, we'll get the healing from Pursuance, and then I'm fine with having him go for the skill 3s, but his sanity's high at this point. To Serpent Arm. He does steal Serpent Arm. He had Serpent Arm earlier. Okay, he's in second form now. That's not particularly good for us, but... Or I guess third form, same thing. He does still have funny stealing things, but it's only the 2 coiner. Okay, let's take a little look. Because I was sent Limbus.Soshag, whichever one it's supposed to be. And I believe... yeah, this serves as... this is where we can take a look at the buffs, right? And we can learn the truth. Of course. Is Unrelenting Spirit Shin stealable? Can you just scroll down a bit, or is it... oh god, it's 1,000 pages. How's it... is it alphabetical? I think it is. Just find you. It's vaguely alphabetical at some parts, it seems. Is there just a search bar at the top? There is. Unrelenting Spirit Shin. Let's take a look. Dispellable false. It can't be stolen. That's tragic. Yeah, good to know this website exists in order to check this sort of thing, though. And then overheat as well. Not dispellable, tragic. Magic Bolt and ammo can't be stolen. Assist status while we're here? Sure. God. Assist? I mean, I assume assist should be stealable, right? It's a simple enough gimmick that I don't think it's, like, crazy, right? Unless it's... no, it's not dispellable. Okay. Weird how many of these aren't dispellable. When, like, there's not... this is the only mechanic in the game to get rid of buffs, I'm pretty sure. Because there's a couple ways of getting rid of debuffs, but... oh, this. So while we're here, let's take a look at the rest of the things I had listed on the possibilities. Ego Magic Bolt status. That's not a real status effect, is it? I don't think so. I don't think it works. I don't think so. I'm not sure. Let's see. Before the King and Binds. Is it dispellable? True! Really? He can steal before the king binds, apparently. Okay, let's test that in a second. I think a lot of these other ones aren't stealable though, right? Like if we look up like tarnished blood. False, yeah. I shouldn't, whatever. Boss Sancho Shimmering dispellable. I guess boss status affects it. There's not really too much of a need to worry about it for bosses. Firebring Wedge dispellable false. Tragic. So we can get him to steal before the king binds because of the bind. Ego Magic Bullet. Like these ones? Spellable false, yeah. Well, unfortunately, seems like we cannot. Dongrang cannot manifest Shin. That's so sad. Now, before anything else, I want to see if we can find a way to get binds to work, because that is definitely a big issue. The fact that we can't redirect in that form. Let's do some theory crafting. It's 20 bind, right? Yeah, okay. So Vulture is weird. Yeah, I assume it just means for external things, right? Carrier trunk, I don't need to show the screen. Let's see. Courier trunk. Courier trunk is not dispellable, yeah. A lot of stuff isn't dispellable, unfortunately. There's not a reasonable way to deal with... Well... Wait. I'm trying to think. There's not a good way to... Magical Arcana is dispellable, true. Interesting. Well, it's... Dongrang doesn't have SP, though, right? So that shouldn't work on him, unless it's weird. Spare Rodion buffs, let's see. Look up, like, Deep Tears. Deep Tears is dispelled, but that's just the unique charge, though. Tear Sharpen is not dispellable, though. Tear Sharpen is the one that does the funny stuff, right? Get the dodge and do solo. Unfortunate thing is, we need to be able to redirect. Even though Dongrang's buffed into the video. Yeah, it's not something you'd reasonably ever notice, I feel. Blessing is... Let's see, is Blessing stealable? let's see. So, can I... Wait, let me see. Can I send the link? Will it block me? Okay, I don't think it blocks me because I'm the host. If you guys see the link in chat, if you click on that, you can search any status icon and you can see if it's dispellable or not. If it's dispellable true, that means it should be stealable, and if it's false, it means it shouldn't be stealable. So if anything that you're curious about being funny, you can take a look there and you might be able to figure it out. Back to the binds issue, he'd need to be able to... Fanatic Dongrang. It's not a way to get nails on yourself, though, is there? Wouldn't be very efficient. What's next turn? I'm trying to think this through, and I don't think there's a way to do it. If Heathcliff had something like, funny funny defensive stance than he would, but there's not a way to. If there's a way for Heathcliff to redirect despite speed. Oh yeah, his defensive stance. Let me see. Defensive stance is dispellable. We can give him. There's. Good. I say that, but like, good luck making it so that he loses to Ishmael's defensive skill, right? Like, it's kind of hard to do that. I'm sure there's ways. I don't know. I don't think there's a reasonable way. What's the most haste we could give Heathcliff, right? Because if we were to do, I guess Wild Hunt's an issue. Is that the best speed he can get on one of these IDs? I think so. What do you have for speed? You've got some haste gain. Doubles out with Pequod aggro. Aggro doesn't work, unfortunately. I should really look at the Slayer that fell using. You would just have to stagger her. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so Dongrang who denies all only ever targets the trees, so aggro doesn't work. You need to be able to redirect it. However, if we use binds, Heathcliff gets too slow to be able to do something like that, right? Get in Mirror Dungeon, you could turn. Mirror Dungeon could work, right? Like, you could stack enough haste stuff for Heathcliff to be able to outdo it. Corrosion binds to stack with allies. Oh wait, it gives Nora before the king, doesn't it? Right? I know. It doesn't give the before the king to allies. It's only on self. Yeah. Unfortunately, we'd be missing out on the main bit here. This is probably doable in Mirror Dungeon. I think this is almost certainly doable in Mirror Dungeon. If you can get, like, Heathcliff above 20 haste, which is definitely very doable. But there'd be a lot of stuff, like, in your way. What's up with the Korean in the top left, though? Has it been like that for a while? What's that about? I just noticed that now. Has that been a thing for a... Is it like saying like... I don't think I've ever noticed there's just... Oh wait, slash? Wait, what? Oh, is it... Okay, oh, it's team loadout. Okay, because I wasn't on a team loadout, it was in Korean, because it's weird. Follows weird logic sometimes. If we were to give him, like... I guess asymmetrical inertia, we could give him clock winding to get him like 2 max speed for like a decent chunk of turns straight. Like body set gives him 3 haste, potentially more haste if another eye defeats enemy. He can steal fell bullet. That's the status effect he gets on kill, right? Yeah. Yeah, he can steal this one. That makes sense. Not super crazy. If nothing else, we did get Dongrang to a stupid amount of poise. I think... Let me check if it works by seeing if he inflicts bleed. Yeah. It's a weird gimmick, that's for sure. I'm tempted to do some, like, messing around with Mirror Dungeons to see if I can get something real funny working. Because if you get, like... If you get all the haste stacking stuff, he can definitely get just kind of speed. Right? That would be really awkward, though. Because you'd need to get some of the annoying things. And then you'd have to gamble on the 50-50 you get Dongrang who denies all, not farm watch, right? And still only Ashes remain. A lot of weird stuff. That's for sure. Is there any other stat effects I was really curious about? I want to think. I don't feel like there was anything else I was super... I think, like, the Shin stuff is what I really wanted to try out, and some of the stuff for, like... Because, like, Leash Holder isn't stealable. Yeah. None of the other stuff on Honglu is stealable, I don't think. Bolus contamination isn't stealable. Yeah. In normal show, running seasons do Dongrang resistances. Um, you can't. Dongrang isn't in Mirror Dungeon normal. You'd have to do it in hard, but you could do normal first floors and switch to hard for the fifth, right? Or is Unchanging? I don't think Unchanging is in normal at all. Also, Azure Maid counts as a debuff for some strange reason? Huh. Weird. I mean, it makes sense, because the entire gimmick is like, oh, you kind of lose access to charge for a turn. You get a bunch of healing stuff, but yeah. You need floor 4/5 plus on hard only, yeah. Okay. I think there's a lot of potential. I do think I might just end the stream here. Not a super long stream, but I wasn't really planning on it being super long. Mainly just wanted to mess around with that for a bit. Now I have a source to figure out what can and can't be stolen. And I do still have, that. There might be some other funny things I can try out. But I do think I'll leave that there for now. I might try and mess with it more in my free time. Unday my, which is a 25%. Yeah. Rupture hard floor is just a bunch of Kanto 4 stuff in rows under. It's funny. Okay. Well, yeah. That will be where I think I'm gonna end the stream. I'm probably gonna try and get into the habit of streaming more consistently, probably Saturdays from now on. School year is starting, which means less free time, but it also means I actually have decent Wi-Fi. So that's nice. And I do want to make more funny edited content. We'll see how that goes. Not sure what I'm going to stream or what I'm going to make, but I've got plans. Also, Silksong in like a little under 2 weeks. I'm super hyped about that, that's for sure. Gotta do as much as I can before then, because once that drops, I'm probably not gonna do anything for a couple weeks other than Silksong, right? Anyways, that'll be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you